Let's get started. Number 10, American hospitals charge you to hold your own baby. You just went through labor. You're exhausted. The nurse hands you your newborn for some skin-to-skin contact. Beautiful moment, right? Then the bill arrives, and there's a line item for $39.35. It's labeled skin-to-skin after cesarean. They charge you to hold your own child. This isn't a joke. A dad posted his itemized hospital bill online, and it went viral because people couldn't believe it was real. American hospitals bill for everything. The gown you wore, billed. The little plastic cup they gave you water in, billed. Some hospitals charge a facility fee just for walking through the door before any treatment happens. In most other countries, having a baby costs nothing out of pocket. The government covers it. In America, the average birth costs over $13,000. And that's if nothing goes wrong. Number 9, the British still haven't figured out. Sink taps. Walk into a bathroom in the United Kingdom and you'll find 2 separate taps. One blasts scalding hot water, the other shoots freezing cold. Your options are first-degree burns or hypothermia. There's no middle ground. The rest of the world solved this decades ago with mixer taps. One handle, adjustable temperature, done. But the British are still filling their sinks and swirling the water around like it's the 1800s. The reason goes back to old plumbing regulations. Hot water came from rooftop tanks where birds and dead things could contaminate it. Cold water came directly from the mains and was safe to drink. Mixing them in the same tap was considered a health hazard. Those regulations changed years ago, but British homes kept the tradition. New buildings have mixer taps now, but millions of older homes still rock the 2-tap system. Visitors from other countries stand at British sinks, genuinely confused about how to wash their hands without injury. Number 8. In India, eating with your hands isn't just acceptable, it's preferred. Show up to a formal dinner, a wedding, even a business meal, and you'll see people scooping rice and curry with their fingers. No fork needed. And here's the thing. Using utensils might actually come across as cold or disconnected. This isn't about lacking table manners, it's about having different ones. There's a real technique to it. You use your fingertips to gather food, push it toward your palm slightly, then use your thumb to guide it into your mouth. Your palm should stay clean. Only the tips of your fingers touch food. The left hand stays completely clean because it's reserved for other purposes. Eating this way has practical roots. You can feel the temperature before it burns your mouth. You mix the perfect ratio of rice to curry for each bite. Many Indians say food just tastes better when you touch it directly. When you think about it, Westerners already eat plenty of foods by hand. Pizza, burgers, tacos, sandwiches. But somehow, rice crosses an invisible line. Number 7. Australians have invented an entirely different language. They took English and decided every word needed a nickname. The gas station is a servo. The afternoon is arvo. A bottle shop, where you buy alcohol, is a bottle-o. McDonald's is Macca's, breakfast is brekkie. A chicken is a chook, football is footy, sunglasses are sunnies, a mosquito is a mozzie. This isn't slang that teenagers use. Everyone talks like this. Politicians, news anchors, your grandmother. The country collectively agreed to shorten everything and add an O or IE to the end. It doesn't stop at words either. Names get the same treatment. David becomes Davo. Sharon becomes Shaza. If your name can be shortened, it will be. Australians will also call their best friend a word that's unprintable in this script. It's a term of endearment somehow. But don't try using it yourself if you're visiting. The rules about who can say what are complicated and you will absolutely get it wrong. Number 6, the Philippines puts spaghetti inside hot dog buns and sells it at fast food chains. It's not some weird fusion experiment. It's a menu staple. You can walk into Jollibee, the country's biggest fast food chain, and order spaghetti in a bun as a completely normal meal. Filipino spaghetti is already different from Italian spaghetti. It's sweet, like really sweet. They add sugar or banana ketchup to the sauce and top it with sliced hot dogs and bright orange cheese. Now imagine that stuffed into bread. But here's the thing. Carbs inside carbs isn't actually unusual worldwide. Americans eat pizza bagels. Italians put pasta in bread bowls. The British eat chip buddies, which is French fries in a sandwich. Mexico has tortas with rice inside. The Philippines just went one step further and nobody there thinks it's strange at all. Number 5, Canadians buy their milk in bags. Not cartons, not jugs, plastic bags. You buy a larger bag containing 3 smaller bags. Then you put one of the smaller bags into a special pitcher, snip off the corner with scissors, and pour. This sounds made up, but roughly half of Canada actually does this. It's mainly an Ontario and Quebec thing. The western provinces use jugs and cartons like normal people. The bag system started in the 1960s when Canada switched to metric. Bags were easier to resize than rigid containers. Supporters claim bags use less plastic, store better in the fridge, and keep milk fresher. But visitors from other countries watch Canadians perform this bizarre milk ritual and wonder if they're being pranked. The pitcher never holds the bag securely. The cut corner drips. The whole system requires explanation for house guests. Yet, Canadians defend it passionately. Number 4. American stores display prices that aren't the real prices. You see something labeled $9.99. You bring a $10 bill to the counter. You don't have enough money. Sales tax gets added at the register, and it's different in every state, sometimes different in every city. A shirt that costs $9.99 might actually be $10.87, or $10.43, or $11.12. There's no way to know until you're standing there watching numbers appear on the screen. Every other developed country includes tax in the displayed price. What you see is what you pay. Europe does it, Australia does it, Canada does it. America alone maintains this system where every purchase requires mental math or surprise at checkout. The reasons are complicated. States set their own tax rates. Cities add their own taxes on top. Showing one clean national price is genuinely difficult. But that doesn't make the experience any less annoying. Number 3, the British consider beans on toast a legitimate meal. Open a can of beans, heat them up, dump them on toast. Dinner is served. This isn't a lazy bachelor's emergency food. British people actively choose this. They make it for their children. They eat it when guests are over. Some restaurants serve it. The beans are Heinz baked beans specifically, which are sweeter and more tomatoey than American baked beans. The toast should be buttered. That's it. That's the whole recipe. British people get genuinely defensive when others question this. They'll argue it's nutritious, which technically it is. Protein from the beans, carbs from the bread. It costs almost nothing and takes 3 minutes. But the rest of the world sees a nation of people eating canned beans on bread and calling it cuisine. Other British meals don't help the reputation either. Beans on toast sits alongside chip buddies, toast sandwiches, and something called a crisp sandwich, which is exactly what it sounds like. Number 2, Indian weddings last multiple days, and you need a different outfit for every event. We're talking 3 to 5 days minimum, sometimes a full week. There's the engagement, the mehendi, where they do henna, the sangeet, which is basically a talent show, the haldi ceremony involving turmeric paste, the actual wedding, and then the reception. Sometimes multiple receptions if families live in different cities. Each event has a dress code and color scheme. Wearing the same outfit twice would be noticed and judged. A bride might have 7 or 8 elaborate outfits. Guests need at least 4 or 5. The family hosting might spend years saving for this. Hundreds or even thousands of guests attend. The food alone could feed a small army for a week. Western weddings that last 4 hours with a ceremony and reception seem almost insultingly brief by comparison. Why would you celebrate the biggest day of your life with a single outfit and a few hours of your time? Number 1, Australians wear flip-flops everywhere. Job interviews, weddings, funerals, nice restaurants. If it's not explicitly black tie, someone will show up in rubber sandals they call thongs. The country has a genuinely casual relationship with formal dress codes that horrifies everyone else. Part of this is climate. It's hot. Closed shoes feel unnecessary when it's 35 degrees and sunny. Part of it is cultural. Australia just doesn't take itself very seriously. They had a prime minister who went swimming in the ocean and literally disappeared. They once lost a war against emus. The country's official approach to most things is, "she'll be right," which roughly translates to, "it'll probably be fine." So, yeah, flip-flops at a wedding? She'll be right. The bride and groom are probably wearing them too. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.